Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is set to end the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy itself by adding in many different revelations that will lead to saga-wide implications in this story by J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one aspect of Episode 9 that a lot of fans are really looking forward to is, of course, exactly how J.J. Abrams is going to tie this movie into the prequels, the originals, and exactly how those revelations will have a massive ripple effect on the entire Skywalker saga itself, either for better or worse. A lot of fans, including myself, I will say that I'm very much, concerned about exactly how these revelations are going to change how we view the past 8 Star Wars movies that come before this one. Now, with that being said, we do know that JJ has a plan in place in order to make this by far the darkest Star Wars film there is out of the entire Skywalker saga, to really provide something very unique and original for the fans. Now, on top of all of this, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very intense for the characters of Kylo, the Knights, Snoke, Palpatine, and even Anakin Skywalker. Now, specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this is that shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that Kylo Ren and his Knights of Ren travel to an abandoned Imperial base over in the Outer Rim, where it's described that they come across the entrance, the Palpatine's original vault that was hidden and locked away for decades. It's described that in the sequence, Kylo Ren comes across a large hollow projector that is said to activate a hologram of Palpatine from the prequel trilogy era, when he was trying to turn Anakin Skywalker from the shadows behind. However, in the hologram of Palpatine, it's said that he reveals a vital secret that a dark and sinister power from the unknown regions has also been causing Anakin's dark side tendencies, and that this dark side figure was actually and really Supreme Leader Snoke from the unknown regions, and that both Palpatine and Snoke had a form of rivalry between, of course, Anakin Skywalker and themselves, even though they had never met, of course, each other, pulling the strings with Anakin Skywalker. Now, it's revealed that both Palpatine and Snoke were directly responsible for Anakin and his dark side tendencies and his acts during the prequels and everything that comes in between that is currently unexplored and will be explained in the upcoming Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7 that will debut on Disney+. It said that both Snoke and Palpatine knew that Anakin would be the one to destroy the Jedi Order and had the power to become a great Sith Lord. This is all said to come from an old hologram of Palpatine that Kylo comes across inside of Palpatine's vault that belongs to Sidious. The scene is actually said to be a setup to some of the plot points from the new Clone Wars Season 7 in 2020 that will connect to the Rise of Skywalker and will take fans by surprise for sure. Lastly, it's established that Palpatine also was searching for Snoke during the events of Attack of the Clones, and that even Count Dooku knew about his existence. However, at the time, Palpatine had no way of traveling to the unknown regions to his exact spot. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, the thing that's so exciting about this is that you can see how J.J. Abrams is literally changing history, literally restructuring the prequel trilogy and everything that comes in between, the character of Palpatine and even Supreme Leader Snoke, and how they actually both had a massive effect on Anakin Skywalker's dark side tendencies, and how this is all going to be explained in, of course, the upcoming Clone Wars Season 7. Now, let's talk about the Clone Wars Season 7 real quick. Now, Season 7 is actually said to have a lot of connections to the Rise of Skywalker, and even new connections to that of Palpatine and Snoke. New answers, will be embedded within that season that's going to connect to this movie, and I couldn't be more excited to tell you guys the truth. Now, with The Mandalorian, The Clone Wars Season 7, the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, Disney Plus seems like it's going in the right direction by Disney and Lucasfilm for the future of the Star Wars franchise away from cinema. Now, with that being said, alright, the other thing that I do want to go over here that's very exciting is that, of course, Palpatine actually knew about Snoke during the events of Attack of the Clones, as well as Count Dooku. So you can see how, big of character Snoke really was, and how well he was actually known throughout the entire galaxy, even though nobody could actually get to him over in the unknown regions since there were no hyperspace routes to of course, Snoke's exact location near the actual beyond. Now, with that being said, of course, we do know that this movie is going to reveal more secrets about Snoke and Palpatine and their connections with each other. The fact that there was a form of rivalry between both, Snoke and Palpatine over Anakin Skywalker and his power of destroying the Jedi once and for all and becoming the almighty Sith Lord who would eventually become Darth Vader. Honestly, I think that this holds a lot of potential to be explored in a future animated Star Wars TV series that could very well, pretty much fall directly in the lines in between the prequel films that will explain all of this in greater depth. And I think that's exactly what JJ's trying to do. He's trying to really use the Rise of Skywalker as a foundation to create new Star Wars lore for future TV shows on Disney+. You can see exactly where things are going right now. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. From night to moon, we hear them moans again.